training today has to do with investment. So it's called investment for beginners. So, and as much as it's going to be, I want it to be very, very interactive. So feel free so that we are very clear about what we are doing and we can learn very well. So it's called investment for beginners. And then we want to really learn about what exactly it is, to invest. Few minutes, I want to put it on for beginners. If we may talk, many of us might have done one or two investment before, and some of those things we might have heard that it's good to do investment, it's good to invest, it's good to save money, it's good to do this. We might have heard those stories. We might have tried it, and to some extent, we might feel like maybe it's not what is worth doing because we may not really have made anything out of it. So to start, like I told us, we'll try as much as possible to make it very educative. We can ask questions. It's going to be very, very interactive because we want to learn. Now, what are the key facts we must know about investment? There are key facts. It is good to invest because the economy is very bad. That's the truth. I don't want to talk more about that. The economy is very, very bad. Now, we know that many of us now, we may have children. The children may be small, they may be young, they may be adults, as the case may be. You may not even have children. But because we know the economy is bad now, and we cannot see how bad the economy will become. So it is very important to save for the future, to mitigate against future occurrences. So number one, the fact about why we must invest because the economy is very bad. Number two, the currency is volatile. How do I mean for volatility in currency? What is 100,000 today may not be able to buy what it can buy today. So if I have 100,000 today, that 100,000 may not be able to buy. And I'll be very practical in this training, using certain example. I remember the last time I was in the UK was 2018. And I remember very well then, pounds was about 480. British pound was 480. When I went to change it at the bank, 480. How much is bank now? Can anybody? How much is the pound now? So I think that is grossly about 2,000 now. So it is very, very expensive because currency is there's volatility in currency. My air ticket then was about 350,000 economy. So if you want to go to the UK now, can you get a return ticket for 350,000? No. Am I communicating? No, because there is currency volatility. What you can buy now, you may not be able to buy in 2 years' time. What you can buy in 2022, you may not be able to buy in 2026. So what 100,000 can buy now may not be able to, you may not get it for that price tomorrow because there is currency volatility. Now, high inflation rate presently, as at May 2026, the inflation rate in Nigeria is about 16% as at May 2026. What it means is that the cost of things are going up. So there's high inflation. So what we can get for this price now that have gone up. Now, increased living cost. The cost of living is high. The cost of buying tomatoes, the cost of buying this, buying toothpaste, whatsoever you buy, that cost is high. So these are the facts we must know. Now, that's the reality. Unemployment rate is also high. There are a lot of people without jobs. I believe we are running out of time, and then we will also be joining again. Once we are done, we still should use that same link. We should use the same link to join again. So history of investment in Nigeria, as of 1960, the stock exchange began in Lagos. So there's a stock exchange that began in Lagos as of 1960. So this is the history, how investment started before we go into the main lecture. In 1980, government bonds and treasury bills began. Government began to sell bonds. Government need money to build road, to build bridges, all those bridges and roads you see in Lagos. Many of them are from government bonds in the 1980s. In the 2000s, year 2000, banking and telecom boom. Banking was really booming. Then you see a lot of young people, a lot of our brothers and our sisters, they are working in the bank. So that was where the banking boom, began, and also telecom started too. I remember, was it in year 2001 when the then Econet Nigeria came, and the likes of Globalcom joined them in year 2003. MTN also came. Econet came about 2000, 2001. MTN came about year 2000. Globalcom started 2003. So these are where history of investment began. And of course, we also have the banking sector. By 2010, you see the real estate. You see a lot of people talking about come and buy property in Naija, come and buy in Lekki, come and buy in Abuja. You see some of these real estate company coming up, telling people to buy real estate, invest in properties and all. And also we have the agricultural rights. By 2020s, we see digital and diaspora investment grows. You see digital company, you see the likes of OPay, PalmPay, you see some of these applications also coming up. Bamboo, a whole lot of these applications. The financial technology space also began, and we now saw diaspora investment. The years of Japa, you see people traveling abroad, money is coming in. So all this started. So I'm just giving us history of how investment is. So to save time, the question is, who should invest? Who are the category of people that should invest? So number one, anyone with regular income, anybody can invest. Anybody. And most of the time when I teach, I use myself as a practical example. I started investing precisely in year 2024, 2025, when FCMB launched 2004. No, it was not 2004, there about 2004, 2005, when FCMB launched their initial public offer. I was in the university. I think 2004, yes, I was in the university then, when I began, going into investment. So anyone, an undergraduate, a worker, a business owner, anybody. So anyone with regular income, all as far you are making money here and there, you are making small money. Even then, as an undergraduate, it's not that I was making money, but I take classes. There are people that will call me to come and teach them. So I teach. So I was in the university then. So anyone with regular income, whether the income is salary, is wages, you do business, anyone with regular income can invest. Salary earners, you earn salary as a teacher, as a banker. Anyone that earns salary can also invest. So these are the categories. So it's not limited to anybody. Business owners, you own a business. You are a fashion designer, you are a organizer, you own a shop, you own a restaurant, you own a boutique, you are into e-commerce, all kind of business. Whatsoever you do as a business owner, yes, you can also invest. There are times you do businesses, you make a lot of money. At times you don't make a lot of money. But when you make a lot of money, don't eat all those money. So try to put it somewhere for future use. Students with savings. We have a lot of students with savings. Yes, their parents, their uncle will give them money, their parents will give them money, their brother will give them money, somebody in abroad will send them money. When they are going to church, their pastor will give them. So students with savings, instead of them to lavish all those money, use it to buy shawarma, use it to buy meat pie, use it to buy suya. Yes, students can also save. So students with savings can also invest. Then retirees seeking passive income. Who are those people in the category of investment? So those are these people I have listed up. So if you find yourself in any of this category, yes, investment is good for you. You find yourself in any of this category, why not? So all these categories I've listed, you find yourself there, definitely you can. Now, why should you invest? So what is the reason why today in this webinar we are telling us to invest? Why? Why? Why are we telling us to invest? Why? Number one, to beat inflation. To beat inflation, Naira loses value. If you have 5,000 today, or even if you have 50,000 today, by December, what that 50,000 can buy may not be what it can buy last year. It should have lost value. So because money loses value, so for you to beat inflation, to be ahead, so that your money can still buy what it can buy later, these are the reasons why you need to invest. Now, again, to build wealth over time. To build wealth over time. So over time, you are accumulating wealth. Over time, you are keeping wealth. Over time. Now, if you do, and I'm talking based on practical experience. If you are a good investor, you'll be surprised that an investment you did, because I've seen it happen, an investment you did maybe 5 years ago, that is just 100,000. That is 100,000. After 5 years, that investment can be 600,000. If you invest, I've seen it happen to me severally. You invest, and I'll give you a practical example just so that we are clear, because everything I'm saying are things I have done, are things that have happened to me. And I believe the said experience is the best teacher. I remember when I was an undergraduate, from savings, little money I make, I was able to buy, I think 2005, I'm not sure, around that time, FCMB launched its initial public offer. I bought 1,000 units at 4,000 naira. 4,000 naira. And I want us to be calculative from some of us that know mathematics very well. I bought FCMB 4,000 naira. That was all I as a student. And that was a lot of money in 2004. 2004 should be how many years now? Should be about 22 years from now. Yes, 2004, 22 years ago. So I bought FCMB 1,000 units, 4,000. And eventually, when I sold that FCMB, I sold that same 1,000, that 4,000 units for about 20,000. Now imagine, just imagine that if I had invested, assuming I have money, and I've invested 4 million, I said I did 4,000, and I was able to invest, even if it is 400,000 into the FCMB, how much would it have been? So if you hear my analysis, I said I bought it for 4,000. After a few years, I sold it for 20,000. How much have I gained? I've gained 16,000, isn't it? Now, I have gained 16,000 because the money I put there is very small. The money I invested back then, because I was a student, was small. Now imagine if for any reason I have done 400,000, mathematically, I would have made 2 million naira when I sold it. So point 2 says build wealth over time. So when you invest and you are patient, over time, you can build wealth without you practically doing nothing. All you have done is just that you have put your money somewhere to work for you, and you can build wealth over time. So we'll continue from there. Any moment from now, we'll rejoin with the same link if it cuts up. Now, number one, create passive income. I will talk about that too. Create passive income. So what is passive income? Passive income means you are not putting effort into anything. You are not really, many of us have 8 to 5 job. We wake up in the morning, we go to work. We wake up in the morning, we go to work. That is our active income. That is any money we wake from, any money we make from our effort going out and coming in the morning. Create passive income. So I was talking about active income. Active income is the money you make when you wake up in the morning and go to work. You are active. You wake up, you have to quickly go to the bathroom, you brush your teeth, you run to work. Those are active income. Those are active income. So, but then passive income is the income you make while you are more or less not doing anything. You may even be sleeping, you may even be on your bed, but that money is coming in. You may even be driving your car, you may be anywhere, you may be sleeping. So, but money that comes in while you are practically not doing anything is called the passive income. So, one of those things investment does to you is when you make income actively, passively. Now, at times companies that are investing, they pay dividends. They pay you when they make profit. You see, all these things can be explained to you in a way that you understand it. So, what is dividend? What is bonuses? So, these are terms in investment. So, dividend is a part of the profit of the company. For example, if you invest with any of the banks, let's say First Bank, you put your money in First Bank as an investment. I'm citing an example. Indirectly, you are one of the owners of First Bank. Indirectly, you are one of the owners of First Bank. Many of us use MTN line. I use MTN too. Many of us use MTN. Do you know that some people that are investors in MTN, they put their money invest in MTN? So all the calls you make, when you make calls with MTN, oh, I recharge my data. My data is finished. I need to recharge. Buy me MTN. You do all those things. They make profits from it. Those who have invested in MTN get dividend at the end of the year. Like a part of the profit of the company is being paid to these people at the end of the year. So they pay to them based on their number of investments. So a typical adage you say, to whom much is given, much is expected. If somebody has 50,000 in MTN, the dividend the person will get cannot be compared to somebody that has 1 million in MTN. So all these shareholders, all these investors, shareholders, as the case may be, whether their money is big or small, MTN give them a fraction of what they have invested into their business, and they pay to them. So when they are, these people are not part of the operation staff of MTN. They are not the one going to work in the morning. They are not the one pressing the computer. When the telecom mast is down, they are not the one working on the telecom mast. All they do is that they have used their own money to invest into MTN. That is what those investors have done. So all they have done is that they have just put their money in MTN. That is all they have done. So at the end of the business year, they give them dividend. So this dividend can also be passive income. So there are a lot of ways to make money investing. Your money that you put in can rise. Your money can appreciate. So through capital appreciation, when you put 1 naira, I'm citing an example, that 1 naira becomes 5 naira. That is capital appreciation. You can have capital gain. You can get dividends. You can get bonuses. Bonuses means you have certain unit of shares. The company also decided to reward you with more. So these are ways you can also make money, create passive income for yourself as an investor. So why should I also invest? Achieve financial freedom. It will help you to achieve financial freedom. Then prepare for emergencies and retirement. They can be emergencies. God forbid, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Many of us will work very hard, but we don't even have any savings. We don't have anything. And it's not peculiar to anybody. It's peculiar to everybody. So when there are emergencies, there's no money. There's an emergency, there's no money at all, because we are not investors. We are not savers. We are not investors. So especially for those that do their business, as they make the money, they spend it. As they make the money, they spend it. As they make the money, they spend it. So now when there are emergencies, there may not be places to fall to. And when they eventually retire, imagine you become 65, 70. You will now be looking up to your children to feed you. And that is the African culture, because we are not planning for retirement. We are 75, we are 60 years, we are 70 years. You will now be calling your children to say, oh, help me do this. Because we, all of us inclusive, as Africans, we do have that culture to plan for our retirement. Now, if you have questions, feel free to ask. Feel free at any point, anything is not clear, you want me to explain, please be feel free to ask. So what are the benefits of investing? What are the benefits? So there are benefits What are the benefits? Number one, be part business, have part business ownership. So, like I told you, if you invest in any company, you're also you're also part of the business. You invest in a company, you are also part of the business of that company. You are part of the business of the company. You are a business owner, no matter how the company is. If you put your money in Dangote Sugar, you are one of the owners of the businesses of Dangote, of the business of the sugar business of Dangote. So you are a part business owner. So you just don't see yourself that, it's not for we that are small investors. You know, we don't have money. How much do I have? How will I be part of it? So you can put your money in Dangote business, and by virtue of being a business owner, they get to give you a reward. It can be half yearly. Some company pay their investors twice a year, once a year, and then it depends as the case may be. Now, compound interest growth. So there's compound interest growth. So these are the benefits. So there's compounding interest on your investment. So you do your investment, you make money, that money also compounds, especially if you are doing mutual funds. These are terms in investment that if you really, really want to go deeper, these are things that we will teach you in Express Bridge Academy. So, like I told you initially, like for some of us that for some of you that have been following our training, Express Bridge Academy is a practical oriented academy. So we teach you practically. We will not just come and speak English and you are still confused. So we will take you on a practical level how these things are done. We will put you through on a one-on-one basis, explain to you some of these things that I'm saying now that looks as if they are Spanish or that sounds to be Hebrew. In our practical training and classes, we will put you through how to do. You will know them as if you're also an expert. You'll be able to do them on your own. We will not be the one doing them for you. We will not be the one investing for you. You are the one that will do it, or will teach you how to do. So the essence of this webinar is just to open your eyes into what you know, but you don't know how to do it. What you have heard about. You might have heard about it, but you don't know how to go about it. You may not know it. So we are telling you. You may know it, but you don't know how to go about it. So at Express Bridge Academy, we will, after this is done, for those that will be continuing with us, we will now teach you practically why on your own, in your corridor. We will not accept money from anybody to do anything. We will teach you how to invest, how to know a good investment, what to do, and how to make money investing practically, and you can do it on your own. So again, another benefit of investing, I mentioned compound interest, I mentioned dividend income, capital appreciation. Dividend income means you get part of the company's profit as dividend. Capital appreciation, the money you put there can increase. Like I gave an example of myself when I did FCMB, and there are a lot. I just gave an example of FCMB. That was when I started. So I've done a whole lot of investment. So, like I told you, I did FCMB. It was 4 naira per unit when I did it, and eventually became 20 naira. So you see the growth from 4 naira to 20 naira. So capital, that means my money has grown. Capital appreciation. Edge against currency devaluation. So investing can make you have edge against currency devaluation. So for your money to be devaluated, when you invest it, it can make it have value. So another one is economic participation. Economic participation. So it makes you to also participate in the economy. You will not be, you don't need to, listen to me. When it comes to investment, you don't need to be a graduate. You don't need to have a PhD. You don't need to have a master's. You don't even need to really have a first degree. Like I told you, when I started, I was in the university. I was still an undergraduate. I'm not graduated. So you don't need to have any big qualification, because these are the misconceptions that we have. That, okay, so I see Madam Iyabo raising up her hand. Let's allow her to ask our questions. Over to you. Yeah, you can go ahead, unmute and ask. Go ahead, please. Hello, go ahead, please. We can't hear you. Go ahead. You can ask. Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead. Yeah, Mrs. Yabo, you can ask your questions. Yes. On mute, yes, and talk. We can hear you. Go ahead. We saw your hands up. You can ask a question. Hello. Yeah, your hand is up. You can ask your questions. Yes, we can hear you. I think she's having an issue with her. Please, can anyone hear her, please? Hello? I think she's having an issue with her connection. All right, so while we still expect her to talk, let me continue. So, yeah, that also makes you to participate in the economy. So another thing is like I mentioned, economy participation. And it doesn't matter what kind of degree you have. You can also participate in the economy by knowing what is going on and also be part of some good businesses, and you make money from it. So again, let's talk about how to invest, the steps, how to invest, the steps, set financial goals. So you need to set financial goals. You should be able to set financial goals. So if you are not financially disciplined, many of us, when we make money, we spend it all. We make money and we spend every part of the money. We do business, money coming, we spend it. We spend all the money. Even some people will do business, they will make 200,000, 500,000, 1 million, they will spend everything. So we need to set financial goals. How much do I want to invest on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, on a yearly basis? You must be able to set that goals for tomorrow. So set financial, okay, on a weekly basis, I want to be able to be doing 5,000, 10,000. So you must set financial goals. Whether you are a doctor, you are an engineer, you are a lawyer, you are a mechanic, you are a teacher, you must be able to set financial goals. That is the mindset of investors. Now, again, number two, learn basic steps. You must be able to learn basic terms. Learn basic terms. So these are things we will teach you at Express Bridge Academy. Number three, open an investment account. There are a lot of investment accounts. We are not the one that will open it for you. We will teach you how to open them. Those are things you will gain from us. We will teach you. We are not the one. We will not take money from you to go and open any account. We are not licensed to do that. The government did not license us to invest on people's behalf. And we are very sure, we are very careful what we do. So all we will do is to open, and we will guide you on how to open this investment account. Our own job is to guide you. So which we will do. Now, start small. You need to start small. Start small. Like I told you, you don't need a lot of money. In Nigerian investment circle today, you can start as small as 5,000, depending on. But again, the more you have, the more you put, the more you make. If you invest 5,000, you can't compare to someone that is investing 500,000. So then again, reinvest your profit. Even when you make profit, don't chop all the profit. Let me use the Nigeria slangs. Don't chop or don't eat. Don't squander all the profit. You still reinvest them. So because of people that will be asking questions, I want to move on. Then let's talk about where to invest, platform to invest, where to invest. We have the Nigerian Stock Exchange, you can invest it, treasury bills through the banks, mutual funds. There are a lot of mutual funds. Then real estate, there are a lot of agriculture. You can invest in real estate, you can invest in treasury bills, you can invest in agriculture, you can invest in stock exchange. There are a lot, you see, in our practical classes, we'll be teaching you all these things so that you know them and you know how to do them. So, like I said, all these things may look like magic to you. But by the time we start and we begin to put you through, you will understand how to do them very, very well, practically, in a way that without us on your own, you can handle them. Now, investment strategies for believers. So you can dollar cost dollar cost averaging, invest regularly, buy and hold. So most of the time we advise that you buy and hold for long term. So you do investment that when you do so, you leave them for years. That is when your money will also really appreciate. Then invest your dividend, then avoid get rich quick schemes. Avoid Ponzi scheme. We say this seriously and we want seriously. Avoid all these get rich quick, all these schemes that people will tell you when you put 5,000, by the end of the month, we make 20,000. There are a lot of them where people are being scammed. That is not investment. That is called Ponzi scheme. They are called Ponzi's. When they tell you that, oh, when you put 10,000 now, at the end of the month, they will now be giving you 13,000 every month. So at the end of the year, you make 120,000. Then when you bring people, you will now bring people. When you bring people, you will now put those people under you. You will now be making money from those people. Those are Ponzi schemes. So avoid all those things. Those are not true investments. Those are not investment regulated by law. Those are not investment that government knows about. I'm talking about investment that government knows about. 10, 20, 30 years, 50 years, they are there. First Bank has been there for many, many years. MTN, as people are investing in MTN, they are making money. They are making money. Seriously. You may not know. Some people, all they do is they make, you see some people, if you wonder what kind of work they do, if you see all those rich people, many of them are heavy investors. Some people make millions of naira on a monthly basis from investment. Genuine investment, not get rich quick investment. So that is what I'm talking about. Not the one they will say, go and bring 2 people. You put those 2 people under you. No. Now, types of investment. So the types of investment: stocks, bonds, government corporate bonds, government and corporate bond, treasury bills, mutual funds, ETFs, real estate, agriculture, digital assets, crypto, which is very high risk. Crypto is very, very risky, but these are some of the investments that we will be training you on how to do practically. So outside this webinar, these are kind of investment that will be guiding you to do. Like I mentioned, you will be doing them yourself. Our own is to serve as consultants, guide you how to do, teach you how to do it, teach you everything you need to know. But the implementation, you are not paying us to do it. You will be doing it yourself. And you'll be watching your investments grow yourself, and you are making money. That is our own. We'll be consulting you, putting you through, guiding you what you don't know and how to do them. I will be making recommendations. But the actual doing, the practical part, the actual execution will be done by you. So, but these are the types of investments that are available that you can do. Some of them you can do with no issue. We'll guide you how to do them. We'll put you through how to, we'll teach you the way to go about it practically. So for those that will be interested in moving forward with us, these are things that you will know. And we can assure you that over time, you'll be glad that you did. Now, again, so we've spoken about this, and then okay, so now amount needed for beginners. Amount needed for beginners. So it depends on how you have. So we have treasury bills. Is somebody trying to ask questions, please? Hello? Hello? Okay, so let me go ahead. So we have amount needed for beginners. We have treasury bills. Treasury bills, 50,000 plus, sometimes as low as 5,000 naira. As low as 5,000 naira. Mutual funds, 5 to 10,000. Stocks, 5 to 20,000, agriculture 10,000. Now, listen to me. I am saying this because I know, because of the Nigerian economy, I know people don't have money. And that, but the fact I want you to know is that the more you invest, the more amount you invest with, the more you get. So you cannot compare someone that is investing 5,000, like I mentioned, with someone that is investing 50,000 naira, or with someone that is investing 500,000, or with someone that is investing 5 million. On a normal, based on common sense, anybody that is investing 5 billion naira will definitely make more than someone that has invested 500,000, or with someone that has invested 50,000, or with somebody that has invested 5,000. So we are just saying that the entry point, because the misconception, like I mentioned earlier, is that people say, oh, because I don't have money, investment is for big people. No, you can start small. You can even start, if you are disciplined, you can even start with your 5,000 on a monthly basis to say, oh, every month or every week, depending on how much you earn, on a weekly basis, I'll be doing 5,000. I'll be doing 5,000. 5,000 done over time would accumulate into a lot of money for you. So that is that about that. Yeah, so final advice. So where small investors should look into, we have mutual funds, which is low entry, agri-tech platform. So a lot of them, real estate investment with small capital. So these are places you can look into. Then let's talk about the final advice. Start today, even in 1,000 naira. Yeah, you can start today. Learn before you earn. So you also have to learn, and that is where we are trying to guide you. Learn. Yes, is investment risky? Yes, it can be risky if you don't know. So that is where the learning part comes from, and that is why we are having this webinar. But it is very important for you to learn. So there's a learning part. So you don't do something you don't know about. You cannot start sewing for somebody if you don't learn how to sew. You cannot start teaching if you have not gone to teacher training college. You cannot start barbing for somebody if you have not gone to learn how to barb. You cannot start making hair as a hairdresser, as an hairdresser, if you have not gone to learn how to make hair. So the learning part is important. That is why we are here for you, to put you through and to teach you how to go about it. Be patient. Wealth takes time. That's our final advice. You need to be patient. Wealth, to make money takes time. So there's a waiting period. Anybody that's, like I mentioned earlier, anybody that says, do this now, you will make it, no, it doesn't work that way. So building true wealth takes time. So you need to be patient. Over time, your money will grow. Then seek advice from licensed brokers. Seek advice from people who are licensed to carry out these by the government. Then stay consistent, not emotional. Be consistent. Money that you cannot leave, don't invest it. Don't be emotional. These are money that you set aside that you know you don't want to touch. So those are our financial advices. Now, so why Express Bridge Academy? So why us? Why do you want us to come to us for this training? One-on-one consultation. You'll be consulting us. We'll be giving you one-on-one consultation. As many people that will be working with us with our training will stay with you and guide you on a one. We'll have time for you to guide you through on a one-on-one basis. Number two, practical guide and support on how to get started. We'll give you practical guides and give you all the support on how to get started. 6-month progress monitoring and evaluation. So for 6 months, we'll be monitoring you. Hello. Can we mute, please? So for 6 months, we'll be monitoring you and we'll be evaluating you that you are making progress on your investment journey. Now, regular tips and information through our knowledge base. So we'll be giving you information on the kind of investment you can do. We'll be guiding you. We are not forcing you to do it, but we are just putting you through, sending you updates that can you do this investment, because this is what you will get from it. So if you get, so these are things we'll be get it from us, just so that you are well guided and you can make money. So these are things that will be coming from us to you. So for you to know more about us, so this is where we are, this is what we do, and that's all. So this is our contact. You want to learn more, you can go on our website, you can send us an email, you can call any of our contact line, and that is that about that. So please, thank you, everyone. God bless you. So feel free to ask questions. You want to ask questions, please, you can go ahead and ask. Thank you. So questions, please. Do we have questions?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Thank you.
Sir, is it by force to start an investment with a low price of money?
Okay, so good question. So it's not by force to start with a low price. Like I mentioned, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me? Okay, so I mentioned initially that I am not in your pocket. I don't know how much you have. I don't know. I'm not the one in your pocket. I don't know how much you have, and I don't want to know. You know why? It is not my business to prognose into your investment, into your finances. So I am saying the point is, because of the economy, people don't have money. I know. I am a Nigerian too, so I know. People don't have money. And that because people don't have money, but I want to believe that in as much as you don't even have money, it is not as worst as you not having 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira is a small money. Even though there's no money in the economy, you cannot say you don't have 5,000. So I'm saying that even as low as 5,000, you can start just to encourage you to start. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you have 5 million naira, you can invest it. If you have 500,000, you can invest it. If you have 100,000, you can invest it. If you have 2 million, you can invest it. There are people that will invest 1 billion. Do you get it? But the truth about investment is that the more you have, the more you invest, the more you make. The more you invest, the more you make. So the point is, if Mr. Emmanuel is putting 20 million in his investment, and I am putting 1 million, when the returns come, he automatically makes money more than me because of the amount he has put into it. So the point is that it's not a must that you start low. It depends on your finances, which I don't know. But the point is that we will be guiding you on how to make the right choices, what to invest in, how to invest in. We'll be guiding you practically. You will now on your own determine how much you have and how much you want to do. And we can guide you how to structure your investment, how to structure where to put this money, where to. So if you say you have, for example, one of those things we'll be doing for you is that if you say you have 300,000, we will not tell you to bring the 300,000. It is not our business to say bring the 300,000. No, we don't want your money. You are not transferring your money to us. What will we guide you on to say, okay, you see this 300,000, we will tell you that you can do this, you can do that, you can do this. We advise, we are not the one that will do it for you. We will put you through how you can do it. Then subsequently, you can do it on your own without us. Once we are done with you, you will now learn how to start doing it on your own. It's like we are teaching you. It's just the same way you come to a mechanic shop to learn how to be a mechanic. The mechanic teaches you. Then when you are repairing the car, you don't need that mechanic again. You know how to do it. So we will teach you how to invest, and you can do it on your own without coming to us. You don't need us for anything. You on your own, any other time you have money, you can structure your money and put it in those things you want to invest in and wait for your returns. I don't know if I'm clear. So you can start with any money, and it's not a must. The more you have, the more you do. Is that very clear? Have I answered your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any other question, please, from anybody? Please, let's be free to ask. So let's be free. Let's be very free. If you have questions, something that we need to, please, let's be free. You want to ask questions, something is not clear, you are looking for clarity, you are looking for answers. Yeah, I'm seeing people raising up their hand. They can ask. I'm seeing Mr. Emmanuel, go ahead, please. Thank you. Mr. Emmanuel. Mr. Emmanuel, Mrs.
All
Yabo.
right. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, so my question is, and I know there may be subsequent teachings, but I may be glad maybe if there will be a brief, even if it is a one-line definition of some of these examples of investment that you mentioned. For example, you made mention of mutual funds, government and corporate bonds, treasury bills, real estate with small capital, like even if it is just a, like let's just know the simple definition of the terms and what they entails if possible. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mr. Emmanuel. Yes, definitely I will do that. So it's not a big deal. I can do that right away. So when we talk about mutual funds, so all these are types of investments. All these things you mentioned are all types of investment, but there are different reasons why people do them, and there are different purposes why people do them. I will talk about them, and there are different risk factors that make people to choose. So people choose whether it's mutual. So all of them are types of investment: mutual fund, government bond, treasury bills. All of them are types of investment. Now, just like you also mentioned, there's going to be subsequent classes for those that want to move on, where we'll now teach them practically on some of these things, and they can now decide which one to do and when to do them. Now, before talking about them, you can choose to say, I want to do mutual funds. So I want to focus doing mutual funds. My own investment will be mutual funds. My own investment will be real estate. My own investments will be treasury bills. My own investment will be bonds. Some people can say, all I want to be investing is bonds. All I want to be investing in is shares. So for somebody like me, I do everything. I do virtually everything. I invest in virtually everything, depending on certain calculations and parameters. After doing some analysis, I invest in everything. So, but you can choose the one to do. Now, what is mutual funds? Mutual funds is, I will be very practical so that you understand it. Mutual fund is when you say a piece of cake of everything. Now, for example, you say you go to a canteen. I want to be very practical. When I invest in mutual funds, there are investment companies that sell mutual funds. In our classes, in our further classes, we'll be we'll be recommending some of the good ones for you, some of the highly trained and specialized ones for you. We'll recommend them so that you deal with them. Just don't go and deal with any company. So we recommend those who can deal with that are government license and they are very good. Good customer care licensed by the government, very good. We recommend them for you. Now, some of them will now say, so mutual fund is like when you have dodo, you want to eat a delicious food, so there's dodo, there's macaroni, there's chicken, and there's plantain. When I say dodo, so dodo is plantain, there's rice, there's macaroni, and then there's a lot of this coming together to make a delicious food. So there's a bit of every good investment. There's a bit of shares, there's a bit of real estate, there's a bit of bond. So they can put all these packages together as a fund, as a pool of fund, and tell you to invest in it so that you enjoy a bit of shares, you enjoy a bit of bond, you enjoy a bit of treasury views, you enjoy a bit of commercial paper, you enjoy a bit of shares. So the investment company mixes all these categories together in a fund and tell you to come and buy in it, so that your money will continue to do well. So in case the bond is not doing well, the shares can make it do well. The treasury bill can make it do well. So when we say mutual fund, it's a pooling of resources together for investors to invest in it under a particular fund, and you buy mutual funds in units. So mutual fund is like buying a piece of cake or different companies. So another way, mutual, instead of you to say, let me invest in MTN alone, you invest in MTN alone, you invest in First Bank alone, you invest in Cadbury alone, you invest in Dangote Sugar alone. So mutual fund can bring all these shares together in a fund and tell you to bring one money. When you put the money, they help you to invest in all these company all at once in a single investment. So instead of you to do them bit by bit, they pull them together. A mutual fund can be pulling funds and investment of about 20 companies together, 20 companies. So the money you put there, the 100,000 you put in that mutual fund is servicing the shares of about 20 companies. So that is the way mutual funds operate. Now, that is mutual funds. I don't know if that is clear. Now, bond is either issued by, so we have corporate bonds, we have government bonds. Corporate and government. So what bond does is that the government can say, oh, we need money to build roads, to build bridges, to do whatsoever. They need money internally. So they will issue bonds to the public. So they will issue bonds to people. It can be savings bond, it can be proper bond. They will just issue bonds to the public. So most time you will see FGM savings bonds. So bonds means that, oh, government wants to do a project, you citizen put money in that government project, and then so they pay returns on bond on a quarterly basis. On bonds, they pay returns on a quarterly basis, every quarter that they pay. So they'll be giving you return based on the percentage they floated the bond with. So there's a percentage that they say, okay, on a quarterly basis, we'll be giving you return on this bond. So the government, based on the investment you have, you don't know you can invest with the government. So those are bonds. So government will not, you can see when you invest with the federal government, you'll definitely get your money because it's backed by law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So once you now do that, they will now be sending you returns on it every quarter, every 3 months. So they send it to you. Then also corporate organizations also do bonds. So there's corporate bonds, there's government bonds. So that is the way bond works. So treasury bills too. So treasury bills is also another form of investment where it is being issued by corporate organization, also by government. And that one too has is time bound where you get your investment back. Now, some treasury bills, you can take your interest up front. When you do treasury bill, you can say, okay, I will put this 500,000. This is the interest I'm making. And you can take your interest up front or at the end of the tenure of the treasury bills. So then, of course, there are also real estate. Aside from the normal real estate that you know, the one that they say, come and buy land, come and buy property. There's one line in Ijoko, there's one line in Asokoro, there's one line in Ibejuleki, there's one line in Ayobo, there's one in Ikoyi. Aside from all those, I know those are the ones some of us know. But aside from that, there are companies that also deal with real estate. So what they do is that, and they are on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. So if you see if you go out, you will see some buildings. Those buildings are built by company. They will take money from people, piece of money. On the stock exchange, you will collect money from people to invest, to build. After collecting that money, they use those money to build that building. So you own that. So you own that real estate investment because your money is in that building. And either on a yearly basis, on a bi-yearly basis, twice a year, quarterly or yearly, they give you a return on that your investment. But you have not bought a physical land. You have not built a physical house, but you have your money in real estate investment as well. and you make money from it. There are a lot of companies like that. There are a lot of companies like that, that all they do is their own investment specializes in real estate. And they put for, and again, that your money that you put can grow. The money you put in can increase, can appreciate, and also you can get dividend and return from it. So that is real estate investment, right? So there are some companies that do REIT, REIT. So those are all manners of investment instrument that is available, but you need to know how to do them. Then depend on the kind of investor that you have. If you are an investor that is patient, so my investors are very, very patient. So we will now, so in the practical classes, these are areas where we will now know the kind of person you are to guide you on the kind of investment you should do, because we know your type. So we can now guide you to say, oh, Mr. Manuel, this is the kind of thing that this is the kind of person you are. So it's better focus on this kind of investment. So, and also it depends on your risk tolerance. So, because again, when you do shares is highly volatile. The price of share can go up, can come down at any time. Do you get it? So if you are not this person that can bear risk, we will not advise you to do that kind of investment, because you can't bear risk. So we will guide you on the kind of person you are. This is the kind of person you are. And because of the kind of person you are, we will not guide you on the kind of investment that you do based on your personality and your personality and your capability. So we'll guide you on the kind of investment you will be able to do because of the kind of person that you are. I don't know if I'm making sense. To some extent, what we've explained about investment and then some of the misconceptions that we have. So we've explained about them. Now, like I mentioned, it goes beyond what I've said. So it goes beyond what I've said. So for as much as everyone that wants to know how to begin, you can contact us. If you really want to know, if you are interested to know how to begin, and you really want to know, you really want to be able to begin investment. You really want to say, oh, I've also started investment. I can assure you that if you learn it properly and you do it properly, it is worthwhile. It is worthwhile. So basically, you can reach out to us for some of your personal classes. If you are interested, then we can start from there. So I don't know if there are still more questions. If there's no other questions, I want to say thank you, everyone. Thanks for your time. Thanks for creating the time to listen to us. Then, okay, so Mr. Emmanuel, go ahead. Thank you, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you. So good one. So you can send you can chat. If you are on that WhatsApp, you can chat that WhatsApp, then we can take it from there. So if you are interested in other classes, yes, you can chat that WhatsApp group. Just show your interest, chat the WhatsApp line, show your interest once you chat, and then we can now take it further from there. So it's okay. Since you have the WhatsApp, you can send us an email. I've shared it. You can also chat the WhatsApp group. Basically, if you have that WhatsApp group, you can chat it. Then we take it from there, how the proper classes will begin. So thank you. Any other question? In the absence of questions, so thank you very much, everyone. We really appreciate your time. We appreciate the time spent. We appreciate the moment you spent with us. And then for as much as people that has been coming up with us in different trainings we've done, we really want to appreciate you. Thank you. Make sure you enjoy your weekend. It's weekend, and we hope we want to say Happy Democracy Day to Nigeria. We had our Democracy Day yesterday, so Happy Democracy Day to us. So thank you, everyone. If you still want to contact or reach out to us, and we'll keep giving us information about our subsequent training. So have a nice afternoon, everybody. God bless you. Thank you.